welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Niall Frazier. And today we got a few things we need to talk about. But before we get started, could you please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe, man. Y'all already know. So I know it's been a few days since I made a video. We got some things we need to talk about pertaining to the Philadelphia Eagles. I did do a Mean Green podcast with my man, Mr. Reggie. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, please go and watch that. I did talk about some things that I mean, right after the game, I gave my opinion. I was a little sick too, so I do apologize. I'm still trying to get over this, whatever I have. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the weather or my allergies, but long story short, I did go over the game a little bit. But all in all, man, I really did like what I seen from the Eagles, man, especially from the defense. I know Jalen Hurts had some turnovers and things like that. It could be a few things. I don't want to make excuses for Jalen Hurts, man. You know, he's making that money now, so you want to see a cleaner game from him. But I could talk all day about this, man. I feel as though it's a lot of things that is going into it. I think on the defensive side of the ball, it's more cleaner ran, I would say, better operational or better functioning, I would say. Put it to you like that. For the simple fact that I feel like it's a lot of experienced coaches over there. Clint Hurt, experienced line coach, Roy Anderson, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Parker, all those guys, a lot of experience. Also working in that system with Vic Fangio, even the linebacker coach that was coming from where he come from, Tennessee, the Titans, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of different guys coming in there, but they all got that same mentality. I feel as though on the offensive side of the ball. And I don't know if y'all got a chance to see, but Nick Sirianni had a press conference where he talked about, he had, I don't want to say overruled the call, but in a collaborative effort, they come up with the offense, and he said that he felt like this play should have been ran on that, was it 4th and 1, whatever the case may be, and it didn't go, as planned. So if you remember earlier in the season, they talked about Nick Sirianni just handing over the play calling strictly to Kellen Moore, which we thought that's what we were going to, see coming into this season. But if you watch the games like I have, you can see that it's two different offenses. You can see that, and I even had said it on my Twitter. And if you ain't following me on Twitter, go do that. But I said on my Twitter, man, I was like, this looks like two different offenses for the simple fact that it's no motion. Some plays you get the motion, some plays you don't get the motion. Now I know you ain't gonna run motion every play or motion a player every play, but you can just see with some of the play designs from last year, and then you can see on other drives where it was more fluid, more cleaner, you're seeing motion, you're seeing the drive, get executed at a higher rate. So when he came out and said that, it just led me to believe, like, he could be the defining factor in how this offense rolls. And that's what I was sitting there saying with Jalen Hurts. If you're calling two different offenses, Nick Sirianni might like to see certain things, but it might not be to Jalen Hurts' advantage maybe at that point in time. And, it's a cause for him to try and be a hero maybe. But I don't know, man. I think it's a combination of both, that the decision making too as well on Jalen Hurts' part needs to be improved. So with that being said, man, like I said, the defense though, Vic Fangio got them guys, man, ready to go. Jalen Carter, golly, man, it's like every time I was watching the game, I'm like, this man everywhere just causing havoc, collapsing the pocket. Zach Bond also leading the league in tackles as a linebacker. Doing just coming off the edge, man, being violent. He was also a player that played for this team. Got traded away, whatever the case may be, came to us, but showed out. CJ Garner, he had a couple of plays as well, but also brought the attitude to the defense, man. Quinyon. I told y'all. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy. I know I'm getting off on my little tangent, but I'm so happy that we did get this young man, because I'm watching Terrion Arnold, and it's no disrespect to Terrion, man. Some players just come along a little bit faster than others, and Quinyon is like, it's like he's like, I don't think he even realizes like how good he is at this moment in time, how quickly he can adjust from week to week, not making the same mistakes on certain plays. It's amazing to see for a young man to be able to do that, especially coming from a smaller college. Not that it has anything to do with it, but that was something that was said when he was coming out of the draft. So it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. Darius Slay, he played well, but it was some dirty play, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I went through the the highlights and stuff like that, and the DeVonta Smith, that I ain't gonna lie, that pissed me off. I ain't gonna cap, because you know what's going on. You know what that team, you know what the Saints is kind of known for, man. You remember the bounty gate back in the day. Even since then, I mean, they play a hard defense, but at the same time, man, you seen Smitty was, y'all seen Smitty was going back, and he want to sit there and say, well, nobody blew the whistle, this, that, and the third. Well, use common sense. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Use common sense, man. You see, it's 3 people on him. How many more people do you need to get this man down? He's skinnier than me. Me and him might be the same size. Like you know what I'm saying? So it didn't make any sense to me. I know some players got fined, which I didn't feel like it was a significant enough amount. But at the same time, it is what it is. You know, what's the saying? Nobody like us. We don't care. So that's just how I got to go. So, but yeah, man, I was just upset just seeing some of the plays, even Darius Slay getting pushed out of bounds and into the bench. And then I see my boy Jalen Carter on the sideline. I see why he was so amped, because it's like all this craziness, all this dirty play going on. Yeah, this is my team. You know, I got to ride out for my team. So, and that's what he did. So we really do appreciate that. I know some guys talked about, and maybe they didn't see what happened with Smitty when, you know, the situation happened with him, but they didn't really, you know, rally around him. But all in all, man, I like how the team held it down, coming out of there with the W. But going into this week's game against Tampa Bay, some things, man, I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for this defense to repeat this same type of performance, man. Let me pull up this report as well. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So I got the injury report up here, and they got AJ Brown out for the day. Yesterday, did not participate. Lane Johnson did not participate. You know, he had a concussion, was thrown up on the sideline. DeVonta, I told you his story. He did not participate. But Mekhi Becton with a finger was limited in practice today. Also, Landon Dickerson was limited in practice, and Darius Slay had a full practice. So hopefully we get to see that combination with Darius Slay and Quinyon again out there. Now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, their list is like tripled what we got injured out. So they got Graham Barton, their center, had a limited practice. KJ Britt had a full practice. Jamel Dean had a full practice. Yaya Diaby, I don't know how to say his last name, I apologize, but he had a full practice. Mike Evans had a limited practice with a knee, so that's something to monitor, because, you know, that's the offense right there. If you remember, I said that Baker Mayfield, because I kind of compared, I did compare Mike Evans to if what's my man name, Johnny Wilson, could ever, you know, I ain't gonna say he can't, but if he can get to that point where he can be somewhat of a threat, he reminds me of a Mike Evans for Jalen Hurts. So, I can't even think of my man's name. I just said his name. The quarterback, Mayfield. Baker has said how much of a threat he is in the offense for them. So if he doesn't play, you know, it could be a problem for him. So, Chris Godwin also had a limited practice. That's another one of the key players on the wide receiver end. I'm not gonna go through all these, but a lot of players. Vita Vea, he had a limited practice as well. Winfield did not participate, and Wirfs had a limited practice. So a lot of guys to monitor, you know, these next couple of days to see if they play for Tampa Bay. But if all these guys are out, man, this defense should cause havoc, because Tampa Bay had a hard time last week beating Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. So. They didn't beat them. I'm sorry, they lost to them. Excuse me. So they had a hard time just trying to score points against their defense. So the Eagles defense have way better players than I don't want to say way better, but I feel like better key players in their defense. I mean, I know they got Patrick Surtain and stuff like that, but we got a Quinyon. You know what I'm saying? We got a Quinyon Mitchell. So and a supporting cast, Reed Blankenship, all those guys, man. Shout out to Reed too as well. Reed stepping up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm happy to see it, man. I'm happy to see that this defense is coming together, because I ain't want to look like a fool this year. I was like, yo, man, they can't come out here and make your boy look crazy. So, but yeah, man, I'm just happy that adjustment that they made on that line for the defense, man. Like changing to that 5-man front. Simulated pressure off the side with Zach Bond. It was just a beautiful thing to see, man, because it's like you didn't have this last year. We were sitting up here like, dang, who's calling this defense? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a first-year coordinator, this, that, and the third. He don't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. So now you got competence in the coaching area, man, and it's bringing the best out in these players, man. It's putting them in the best positions possible to make these plays. So, because that game against the Saints, man, it could have been easily lost, and that can lead me to my next point with Nick Sirianni, man. I gotta love, man, right now. I gotta love. I don't want to say a love hate, but it's like I feel like Nick is like sometimes he overdo it, and I mean that's all of us in general. You know what I'm saying? Like as people, we sometimes overdo some things, but even with the Howie situation, we don't know how this Bryce Huff situation is going to pan out because he didn't do as well in this game against the Saints on defense as well. So it's just something that human characteristic, but I know he got a lot on his plate, so I know he wants to still have his influence in the offense, in the play calling and things like that, but I feel like sooner or later, as we seen last year with the Lions, how sometimes the aggressive play calling can lead to you losing. No matter how good your team is, you still have to be mindful enough to still take points in this league because you never know how it's going to go, man. Like Smitty going out in the game, I didn't think that was going to happen. You know what I mean? He was having a decent game, and then he go out. So it's like you want to make sure that you can give your team the most opportunity to score points. And then you got one of the best kickers in the league. I just didn't understand some of the play calling. I felt like when he went for it on that, what was that, after the half for that 60-yarder and Elliott missed, I mean, I figured he was going to miss. He didn't kick all game. So it's like just having more situational awareness when it comes to the game and play calling and things like that. But then sometimes just having enough trust in the people around you that, like, that's why you brought Kellen Moore in here, because you want him to jazz this offense up. And then you can see when Kellen Moore's calling the offense because it looks like a different offense, man. He you know what I'm saying? So it's just like if Nick Sirianni can step back, because clearly the players like him, man. They like something that Nick does. I even like Nick on the sideline, how he gets all, emotional and excited with the players, running down there with CJ. Some people don't like that, but I like it, man, because, he backs his players and his players are backing him. But at the same time, everybody's not perfect. But I don't want that to be a cause of concern going in further into this season, because you get into the playoffs, you can be one and done, man. So you want to make sure, you're not just like something else too, like just not. Because, like, I seen somebody say he thinks this is Madden. It's not Madden, because it's like, you can't, if your player gets injured, you're like AJ's been out for the last 4 weeks. He's probably not playing this week, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I heard Philly Mike say that. So he said he's not playing this week. So it's like, you know what I mean? So that's a key contributor to your offense. Now, yeah, we got good players on this offense, but how dynamic can the offense still be? You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the offense might still be good, but it's even better when you have all your top players playing, consistently. And then now you got to bring A.J. Brown back, get him right. Not that I'm saying, he's going to have any problems, but, get him right. If Smitty plays, I don't know how that's going. I don't know what's going on with that just yet, but if he plays, it'd be good. But then you got Jahan Dotson, which is a player that we just got, third-round pick. But you want to see some production out of him. Now, we got the production out of Dallas Goedert, which was beautiful to see, because I said that going into this game that they need to involve him more in this offense, because he's a top tight end in his league. So it was just good to see some of that stuff, man. But I just know going into this Tampa Bay game, man, he over here, I see my man Mr. Reggie. He put up, watched his video earlier. Make sure you go watch his content as well. But I seen that they got billboards down there in Tampa, and they also, I think it's bad weather too. So I wonder how that's going to affect the game. If it's raining, I'm for sure they're going to be running the ball a little bit more. But with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being so depleted with injuries or plagued with injuries, I just think this should be I don't want to say an easy one, but a better game for the Eagles, I feel like. But it's going to be a great test to see if Jalen Hurts can beat this blitz, how he faces against Todd Bowles and his defense, because he's been doing well. He's been doing pretty well these last 3 weeks, so hopefully he can continue that on. I want to make sure I ain't forget anything too. So I have my notes written down here, but yeah, man, just all in all, man, liking what I'm seeing from this team, liking the adjustments. I know as fans we're kind of, because I even said it myself, like, Nick get on my nerves, get him up out of here. But at the same time, these players like this coach, I feel like, we gotta gotta pull back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we get a little too excited. You know what I'm saying? Because we fans first. So, but like I said, all in all, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm just hoping that we can correct some of these issues that we've been having. Nick Sirianni, if you listen, my brother, we love you, man. But please take the points, brother. Take the points. Take the points, man. You got a great team. You got a good defense playing well. At least the best thing you can do for them is at least take some points, man. You're going out there playing well, take the points. So that's my biggest thing with that. Also, I heard Micah, oh God, the Cowboys play tonight, right? Thursday night, they play tonight. Also, I got a code for y'all too. My fault, man. I got a code for y'all for if y'all got the UNDERDOG app. My man reached out to me on Instagram. I'm gonna get his information too. I want y'all to go follow him on IG. I'm gonna put it in my description box below. But he got a partnership with UNDERDOG, and he told me that we can use his code. So if anybody that likes to bet like myself, I'm probably gonna place a bet tonight on the Dallas and the New York Giants game, and use the code, man. Use the code, get you a little something off, or get you a little something in your account, and we just go from there. But I'll post that on the either in the description box or in this video. But the code is PHILLYBIRDS, PHILLY, and then birds, BIRDS. So use that code. Just go follow my man on IG. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I'm probably gonna make another video maybe tomorrow if some more information come out. To update the injury report and things like that, or for any other information come out, press conference wise, whatever it is, I'll just get it to y'all. But I'm expecting another video. I might go live for just depends. I might go live depending on what I'm doing for the Tampa Bay and the Eagles game, just to get some more content out there, because I ain't really been on this joint like I should have. I do apologize about that. But I do appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, watching, viewing. It really means a lot too, man. But if you could, like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe. And with that being said, it's not from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I'm out. Oh, and don't forget, baby, go Birds. You already know. I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all be safe.